Picture yourself staring at your phone screen, watching that pathetic bank account balance mock you. Maybe it's 300. Maybe it's 57. That first 500 feels as achievable as swimming across the Pacific. Meanwhile, some finance influencer promises you that once you hit 5,000 saved, the next 5,000 comes way easier. And you're thinking, yeah, right. Tell that to my rent payment. Well, here's a truth that will change how you see money. That influencer isn't lying. In fact, they're not even telling you the full story. The reason your first 500 is exponentially harder than your next 5,000 isn't just motivational fluff. It's a scientific reality most people never grasp, which is why they stay financially stuck their entire lives. This is about the invisible mental warfare happening in your brain every time you try to save, and how to turn that enemy into your most powerful ally. First, your brain is literally programmed to sabotage your financial success. Neuroscientists call one of these programs temporal discounting. It's a fancy way of saying your brain values immediate rewards far more than future benefits. Spending $50 on dinner tonight feels incredibly appealing. Saving that same $50 for some abstract future version of yourself feels as exciting as watching paint dry. Another program is the house money effect. Your brain treats money differently depending on where it came from. Money from your job feels heavy, important. But a tax refund or a 20 bill from your grandma, your brain sees that as play money, and you're far more likely to blow it. Then there are the money scripts buried in your subconscious, beliefs programmed into you as a kid. Maybe you heard your parents argue about money, so you associated it with conflict. Maybe you heard, "We can't afford that," so often you genuinely believe you're not the type of person who gets to have nice things. Worst of all, your brain evolved to keep you alive, not to make you wealthy. For thousands of years, survival meant grabbing immediate resources. That ancient software is still running, prioritizing instant gratification over long-term planning. So when you try to save, you're fighting millions of years of evolutionary programming. Your brain is screaming at you to spend that money now, because what if there's no food tomorrow? You're not just fighting your income, you're fighting your own biology. This is why building that first 500 feels like a monumental battle. But here's where the story gets interesting. Once you hit certain psychological thresholds, something magical happens. Your brain stops seeing saving as deprivation and starts seeing it as an achievement. The same mechanisms that worked against you suddenly flip and start working for you. It's called self-efficacy, your belief in your own ability to succeed. When you have $0 saved, the idea of 5,000 feels impossible. But once you hit that first 500, something clicks. Your brain suddenly has proof that you're the type of person who can save money. It rewrites its entire story about what you're capable of. And this is where the mathematics take over. That first 500 is almost entirely dependent on your behavior, your ability to spend less than you earn. But once you have money saved, compound growth begins working for you. Let's use real numbers. Say you decide to save just $50 every single month. At that rate, it takes you exactly 10 months to save your first 500. 10 brutal months of saying no, of feeling like you're making zero progress while your brain reminds you of everything you could be buying. But now let's assume you're earning a conservative 7 annual return on your money. Your second 500 takes about 9 months instead of 10. Your third takes 8.5. Your fourth takes just under 8. By the time you're working on your 5,000, it's taking you less than 6 months to save each additional 500. Your money is literally working harder than you are. While you're sleeping, while you're at your day job, your investments are out there making more money. By the time you hit 5,000 saved and invested, something mind-blowing happens. Your investments start doing a significant portion of the heavy lifting. At 7, your 5,000 is earning about $350 per year without you doing anything. That's like getting 7 months of your 50 savings contributions for free. Now your brain starts to get it. You start checking your investment account not with dread, but with genuine excitement. Seeing those monthly gains makes you think, holy crap, this is actually working. The same psychology that made saving feel impossible now makes it feel addictive. You start looking for ways to increase your monthly savings. A tax refund isn't for a shopping spree, it's fuel for your investment engine. Your brain has completely rewired itself. Instead of seeing saving as deprivation, you start seeing spending as the thing that's depriving you of your future wealth. You realize you're not just building money, you're building freedom. When you have zero savings, you have zero financial choices. You take the job you can get, live where you can afford. But when you have 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 saved, you suddenly have options. You can take risks. You can quit a job that's making you miserable. Most people never experience this because they give up during those brutal first 10 months. They see their small balance and think, this isn't working, not realizing they're months away from the psychological breakthrough that would change their entire life. But here's what most financial advice misses. Spending isn't about the money. It's about emotion. People buy lunch because they hate their job and it's their only good 20 minutes. They buy clothes for a temporary dopamine hit. You can't solve an emotional problem with a mathematical solution. The real transition happens when you replace those spending habits with saving habits that provide a similar emotional reward. When the excitement of watching your investment balance grow is more satisfying than buying something new, that's when you've won. And the math just gets better. At $25,000 invested, your returns are about $1,750 annually. That's almost $150 per month that you're earning while you sleep. You've essentially created a part-time job that never calls in sick and works 24 hours a day. So there you have it. Your first 500 isn't just harder because of the math. It's harder because you're fighting your own brain's ancient programming while building completely new psychological pathways. But once you break through that barrier, compound interest and compound psychology work together to make wealth building feel almost automatic. The choice is yours. You can keep making excuses, or you can start that brutal but brief battle against your own impulses. Your future wealthy self is waiting on the other side of that first 500. If this opened your eyes to how these systems really operate, make sure to subscribe because we're just getting started. There are weekly videos breaking down the hidden mechanisms that shape your world. The more you understand about these systems, the better equipped you'll be to navigate them successfully. That next episode might contain the insight that transforms your entire financial future, so don't miss it. Subscribe for more.